So the topic is Fick's law of diffusion. We will start with the formula. J is equal to minus dA, then delta C upon delta X. So the J stands for net rate of diffusion. Net rate of diffusion. Then D stands for the diffusion coefficient. Diffusion coefficient. Then A stands for the cross-sectional area of the membrane between. So the cross-sectional area. Then the delta C is concentration gradient, or we can say that difference between the concentration between the two sides. So concentration gradient. Then we have delta X, which is thickness of the membrane. So this is thickness of membrane. Then the negative sign here indicates the direction, and the direction when the negative sign is there is from higher concentration to the lower concentration. And the one thing I forgot to tell, that the Fick's law implies for the simple diffusion. It is a type of passive transport, the simple diffusion. Now we will see the D, that is concentration, the diffusion the diffusion coefficient. On what does the diffusion coefficient depends on? The first factor we will see is lipid solubility. And this factor is the most important type of factor. And the fact is that when substance more the lipid soluble, more the diffusion is there. So it is directly proportional. Then the second factor is molecular size. Molecular size. The molecular weight of the substance is the least important factor. So the most important is lipid solubility, and the most least important is the molecular weight. Then we will see about the valency, that is ionic or non-ionic. So non-ionic particles move freely across the membrane and ionic do not. We will see how. Suppose that this is a membrane and these are charged, ions are charged, so these are charged particles. Then let us have a water molecule here. Water will have H2 here and O here. So the H2 side of the water has positive charge and the O side has negative charge. So this side of the water attracts the anions towards it, and this side of the water attracts the cations towards it, and this formation creates a sphere of hydration. And yes, obviously this sphere of hydration is difficult to pass through membrane, so ionic particles have less permeability to the cell membrane. D also depends on temperature. Then it also depends on surface area, and to the surface area it relates directly. So in emphysema there is decrease of surface area. So emphysema, the surface area of the lung is decreased, therefore diffusion is decreased. Then it depends on concentration gradient directly, and it depends on thickness of membrane inversely, as we can see in lung fibrosis. When the membranes are thick, there is less diffusion. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Do comment, share, subscribe, and tell your friends about backbenchers revolution.